told my parents, hey, I'm not going back to school, and I enrolled myself in culinary school. Well,
If you grew up with such simple food, how did you know that you liked food?
oh man. So my grandmom cooked. My grandmom lived around the corner from my family, and we would always go over to her house after church every week. She would cook a huge meal for my sisters, my cousins, because we grew up in Northeast Philadelphia. One block was my family, the next block was my grandmom, the next block was my mom's brother and like my cousins, the next block over was another brother with his whole family, and there were second cousins and just a ton of us. Everyone would go to my grandmom's, and I would always end up in the kitchen, fascinated by what she was doing, and not playing tag. Even though I loved being outside, I was very much a tomboy, but I loved being in the kitchen. I was fascinated by it. I originally went to school for politics pre-law. Didn't think I would be a chef. And I decided after 3.5 years of college, it's not for me. After like my summer jobs on the boardwalk, working in the restaurant industry, having that adrenaline rush, that stress, that excitement, and working with my hands, and knowing that I can always learn, I told my parents, hey, I'm not going back to school, and I enrolled myself in culinary school. Well, Mom was okay with it. Mom would say, okay, if this is what you want to do, go for it. My dad, yeah. Ugh.
Different story.
My dad, different story. Wasn't too thrilled after he wanted me to finish my school, which I probably should have, but young, dumb, and supportive mom. My dad said, hey, Jen, what are you gonna make salads for the rest of your life? And I'm like, maybe I am, Dad.
It'll be a good salad.
Right? And hey, after all these years, I now have my own company. I've been on Top Chef, I'm known nationally. So he's like, yeah, I guess you're a pretty good salad maker. He's pretty proud of me now.